I posted every single day on Twitter last month. I didn't write a single post from scratch. Everything from tweets, lead magnets, the hooks, the threads, the voice, and the call to actions, all of it was done by Claude Cowork in one session. In less than 3 hours, it helped me generate a full month of content. And the difference between this and every other AI content video you have seen is that I didn't touch VS Code, I didn't write a Python script, I didn't configure a single API key, just Cowork and the right SOP loaded before I even type anything. I'm Gok, and I run growth for B2B founders on Twitter, and I have been building this content system in Cowork for months. Right now, I'm posting daily, running outreach at 500 DMs a day, and generating leads all from the same system I'm going to show you, and it's costs $0 beyond your Claude subscription. I'm going to show you the complete system, the SOP that makes Cowork always right in your voice, the extraction workflow where I scrape 3,500 competitor tweets and turn the patterns into content that's mine but structured like the winners, and the feedback loop that makes the whole thing sharper every single week. 3 segments, by the end you will have all 3. Most people ask Claude to write them a tweet, or they scrape competitor tweets, paste them into Claude and ask it to write more like them. That's how you get the AI slop you don't want, with no actual experience or point of view inside the tweet. The Claude follows the surface patterns, but it has nothing real in it, and the audience can feel that immediately. The fix isn't the better prompting, it's completely different process, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. Okay guys, so first let's try and put in some generic input, like write me a 5 tweets so we see what happens, and then I'll show you how I write my tweets. Okay, so I just asked Claude to write me 5 business tweets, and here is the result. As you can see, very generic, nothing special. Pretty much you can see straight away that AI wrote it, and that's not good. People won't resonate with it and they will just scroll past your tweets. But how can we change that is with this. So my content has 5 SOPs that usually people don't use, and it's ideas, emotions, voice, structure and formatting, and call to action, combining it with X algorithm, giving my ICP or my ideal customer and my offer, so Claude know exactly who are we targeting, what we are doing, what's my voice, what emotions I'm trying to spark in my content, the call to actions, and basically the whole idea. So let me show you now how all this works. Okay guys, so what you will do, you will just pick this folder with all the SOPs in it. And what you will do before that, because we have 3,500 tweets analyzed already, so once you input the all SOPs, you will just write, can you write me a 50 questions that are similar to my competitor content, so I can just give my own experience on it, and it will basically just pull in all of your competitors content. So guys, here as you can see, I answer a few more questions, and basically what happened is it gave me a 50 questions to answer from my own experience from all of these creators and their tweets. And as you can see here, we have all of these. So let's say we just answer all of these questions already with our stories. As you can see, here is mine version of it and how it looks. Here I answer all the questions and put in my experiences. And what you will do, you will just, I mean, you should already have this in your files, but you will just put this story bank that you just wrote inside here, and basically what you can do is just say, please write me 20 tweets for next upcoming week, or you can just focus on one specific thing that you want to hit, and that's basically it. So let's just try this now. Okay guys, so I just said please generate me 1 tweet for each topic, and let's see what we get. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for our Claude to give us tweets, here I have my full tweet library of all the tweets I just wrote so far, and basically as you can see, it has a lot of different angles and emotion triggers and so on. So basically once all the tweets are in here, what I do usually is just schedule them in advance, and that's basically it. As you will see guys, these tweets are going to be completely different. They will have sentence structure, niche specific language, and they will have the correct forms in terms of winning formulas, so you will just see how this looks. Okay guys, first I got 50 tweets per topic, and for some reason it didn't count in my SOP rules, so I had to relaunch it, and I just said to write me 5 tweets and use my SOPs. And as you can see, if we compare them with previous tweets, these tweets are completely different. They are much more detailed, much more structured, basically just better overall. And if we compare it with previous 5 tweets, look at this. This is day and night. If we compare it to these ones, again, look at this, much nicer. Again, now it really depends what do you want from your tweets. If you want longer tweets, you just need to specify you want longer formats and so on, and Claude will write perfect tweets for your profile. And yeah, so this is it. Now let's look how you can generate all of this and scrape all the tweets. And now I'm going to show you exactly how to build this whole system so you can replicate it for yourself. So guys, as you can see here, I have many different profiles, and if we look one of these, for example, as you will see, I have many different tweets inside each of them, about 300 for each profile. So what you will do, you will find 10 people that are your competitors in your niche, and you will scrape all of their 300 past tweets. And after you have done this, you will go back to Claude Cowork, and what we'll do, I have already done this, you will paste in the file, and you will ask Claude Cowork to extract basically all of the patterns for each section. So first we have the hook. You will just write, can you extract all the hook patterns from all of the 10 creators and all of their tweets, make it very detailed, and find the universal patterns for hooks they use and give me the output in JSON file. And you will just run it, and I won't run it right now because I have already done it, and it will also use a lot of your usage, so be aware of that. So I didn't find the exact files I was doing for Twitter, but here is example for YouTube. It's basically the same strategy. As you can see, just the output, how it looks, and this is basically it. You will get something like this. This file should be around 500 to 1000 lines long, so the Claude has as much information and data as possible, so it can replicate the tweets as precisely as possible. But once you have done it, you should get something like this. I will also paste this in my free Telegram group, so you can basically just copy this whole file inside your Claude Cowork, and it will have some structure of what do you need. So we have, as you will see, we have hook strategy, we have line pacing, we have sentence style, and many different things inside here. As you saw, we have many different rules inside the SOP. So once we give it to the Claude, it will have all the necessary information so it can replicate the hooks, so it can make them also the best. You have done this for hooks, you will also replicate this for call to action, structure and formatting, ideas, emotions, and voice basically. And once you have done all of this, you will have these 5 to 6 different files. As I just showed you, you will input it in Claude Cowork, and you will just input your idea folders in, and you will just run it. And this is the whole system basically, and it's very efficient and very good. I find quite a lot of success with it, so yeah. Okay guys, for the last segment, the third one, we had the feedback loops. So what you will do, you will go into your account, your analytics. I usually do this each week. So what you will do, you will take a screenshot or download the data for your overall account. Claude will help you and adapt your tweets based on your needs, so they will get more engagement basically. So what you will input in the Claude is your account overview, then audience, I usually do impressions because this is much more important, and your whole content, so the Claude will see which posts perform best and which didn't perform good, so it will update the whole file and you will have more data to work on. And let me show you how this looks. So as you can see here, I gave the Claude the screenshots of my profile and my stats, and here it gave me basically a deep analyzation, what worked and what didn't, and what should we double down on for the next week, and how you can optimize my content. I suggest that you create a project where you input all of the things like I have, for instance, here for Twitter. I will suggest that you create your SOPs, that you write your tweets and you analyze them inside one project, because it will be much easier because it has all the data and all the folders already. And what you will do is basically, once you analyze your tweets, you can just say to update the files, and it will update them based on the latest data. And this is pretty much very useful. I would suggest you do that every 6 months so you have the best data, because Twitter and the whole platform doesn't change so rapidly, so you don't have to do it every 3 months or every single month. So yeah, this is basically the whole content creation system that I created for myself. It's very simple. It will just take you some time to create the whole SOP workflow and all the JSON files. But once you have done it, it will 10x your speed for content creation. Your tweets will be on point without major problems and mistakes. and they will all follow the structure patterns of all the tweets that perform super well. And yeah, as you saw, this system is completely different because your experience goes in as well. Cowork extracts the patterns from the winners, but the answers are still yours. The SOP carries your voice and the output sounds like you because it's you. And if you structure your content like this, you will get the best content in your niche, and that's the unlock, not the better tools, just the better input. So two things before we finish this video. First, if you want to see the exact SOP structure that I use, I have dropped it in my free Telegram group, which link is down below. Second, if you want to see how I connect this content system to the lead scraping and outreach side, I walked through the full pipeline in my last video. And if you learned something new, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And thank you guys for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.